there are actually women who are now calling men predators if they want to date a woman from a different country.
In other cultures, a lot of women are more submissive.
Yeah, they're pervy.
Men are traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education. It's because they want a woman who is dependent on
foreign girls, because you can't handle women. That's why.
And this whole thing is so offensive and ignorant, because basically what they're saying is that if a woman is not from the US and she's not woke, then she is uneducated, she doesn't have opinions of her own, and she can't be outspoken, and that's why men go for her. So the Western women think they are superior because they are empowered and awake, right? It's the women from other countries who are educated and can be just as outspoken and have opinions and actually can still look normal, which a lot of people here in the US seem to struggle with.
It's amusing how some American women view themselves as the epitome of education, while often pursuing degrees that don't add much value and accumulating significant debt. They then turn around and label foreign women as uneducated or inferior. This so-called tolerance seems pretty hollow when you hear these modern women making derogatory comments about foreign women who aspire to traditional roles rather than modern promiscuity. To each their own, but I'm not interested in marrying someone with such a mindset. It's clear that modern women see themselves as queens, waiting at the finish line to pick the winners. However, men are starting to realize that if these women are the prize, maybe it's not worth the competition. Working hard just to be with someone who boasts about a questionable college degree and her so-called empowerment might be a recipe for disaster.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
The Jar, a true classic. This highlights what modern women often fail to understand. They rave about the virtues of teamwork, yet insist they don't need a man. In reality, they crave your attention and much more. Today's video explores why modern women shame passport bros and why this is driving them crazy. Stick around, this is going to be a good one.
Some of them talk so badly about black women in America, saying you guys are too bossy, you're too much, you're not feminine enough for them.
I think that sounds a lot to me like insecurities and the inability to seek what you want with what you have, where you are.
You're insecure. You're also an ignoramus. You're too dumb to know what you're doing. You're taking advantage. You're a predator. Shaming language, you see this?
That's right, modern women are often riddled with insecurities. While passport bros are clear about their preferences, they seek a fit, feminine, and friendly woman who doesn't constantly bicker over trivial matters. Sadly, this is a rare find in today's dating marketplace. The dynamics of relationships have deteriorated over time, leading to the emergence of a new community. This isn't about fragile egos or weakness, it's about recognizing that many modern women are no longer the prize they once were. Disillusioned with the dating scene in their home countries, men are now turning their sights abroad in search of meaningful connections. These men, known as passport bros, are not on a quest to conquer or impose their values, they simply wish to exercise their preferences. Just as women freely choose the type of man they desire, men are choosing to vote with their feet. Why stay where you're mistreated, gaslit, and insulted? It makes more sense to go where you're treated with respect. Passport bros are driven by a desire for women who align with their values and beliefs, women who embrace traditional roles and exhibit a harmonious nature, unlike the combative and disrespectful behavior often found in Western women. This isn't a conspiracy or an excuse to avoid problem solving. Honestly, who wants to fix someone who's not interested in change? Modern women often come with a host of issues: trauma, daddy issues, high body counts, and more red flags. They lack essential skills like cooking and cleaning, and they tend to be walking contradictions, wanting independence while still using men as walking ATMs. Many passport bros, despite their diverse backgrounds, are united by their dissatisfaction with the dating culture in their own countries. They long for a connection that transcends the chaos of modern dating, seeking women who can complement their lives with mutual respect and understanding. Modern women often misunderstand this dynamic. It's not about men having small dick energy or being unable to handle women. Many men would love to provide for and protect a stay-at-home wife. The problem is that modern women often prioritize their careers over traditional roles, opting for jobs like Subway over fulfilling a partner's needs. Instead of receiving provision and protection, these women might settle for minimum wage.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
You'd be single.
Can you cook?
That's irrelevant.
Can you cook though?
I mean, can you fight? Exactly, let's ask pointless questions.
How is it a pointless question? I'm trying to get to know you.
Because that's your job.
What's my job?
To make sandwiches.
Did you actually just say, my job is to make sandwiches?
How am I going to fight off the intruders if you don't make sandwiches? I need sustenance.
You're a dick.
Something that women say to me all the time. Why don't you make your husband a sandwich? Okay. Is he hungry? Does he want a sandwich? Like, did he say something? I make my husband food. The last 4 nights, I made my husband dinner. Like, I don't understand this weird they're trying to shame women for taking care of their families. Like, that is another element of feminism that I cannot stand. It's an attack on family and these things that work. It works. But men are biologically unable to have children. So the aspiration to climb a ladder forever, to wake up every single day and not have to worry about being pregnant for 9 months, I mean, that makes sense. We're different creatures, you know?
I think that's like a troll, though. No, it's like all you're good for is like, yo, make me something to eat.
No, that whole concept came from rabid feminists. Like there was something wrong with being in the kitchen, right?
Oh, okay.
And this was sort of this push of women get out of the home and go to work, which has made so many women miserable. So many women miserable.
Modern women often claim they want to be strong and independent, but they end up feeling trapped in corporate jobs that leave them miserable.
Well,
they cling to these roles because feminism has taught them to, leading to significant cognitive dissonance, especially when the harsh reality of age hits them like an asteroid. One defining trait of passport bros is their yearning for women who embrace traditional values and roles within a relationship. They're disillusioned with the evolving gender dynamics in their home countries, where traditional roles have become increasingly blurred. Passport bros see this shift as a departure from the values they hold dear, and they seek women who appreciate the importance of family, who are nurturing and supportive, and who understand the significance of a harmonious home environment rather than a constant battleground. Passport bros are attracted to women from cultures that still retain these traditional values. They believe these women are more likely to fit their ideal partner profile. These men aren't looking for submissive or passive partners. They seek women who are willing to work together in a relationship while respecting and appreciating the unique strengths each gender brings to the table. In return for a man's hard work and dedication to his family, he expects his partner to contribute by taking care of the home and children, creating a balanced exchange of value. Passport bros want partners who avoid combative or aggressive behavior and value respectful communication. They are wary of the often confrontational nature of dating in Western cultures, where assertiveness and aggression can overshadow healthy communication. These men are not simply fleeing to foreign lands for adventure or novelty. They are on a quest to find love and build meaningful, lasting relationships with women who share their values, communicate harmoniously, and maintain mutual respect, the bedrock of a strong relationship. If that wasn't reason enough to seek alternatives to the Western dating scene, their pursuit of true connection speaks volumes.
Most people I know are living off less than $1,000 per month in Vietnam.
There you go, less than $1,000 a month to live there. Affordable living, not surviving, but living, going out, eating out, stuff like that. That's more than you can say for most people living here in the West that have to penny pinch. Most Americans don't have $400 saved up for an emergency. Most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Most people here in the West are surviving. Most people here are not living at all.
Have you heard about like the passport bros? What's your opinion on that? It's a movement that's happening right now. A lot of guys are doing that, and I just want to know what you think about that.
Okay, so guys are going to other countries to find a woman?
Yes. It's not in a creepy way, you know? It's like he doesn't like the mentality of North America. You know, the money, the hustle, the bustle.
I do understand. I guess it's fine. Well, if you don't want a North American woman, it's okay.
Not all North American women are like you.
Now, let's dive deeper into the motivations, experiences, and complexities of the passport bros' journeys, exploring why they seek love beyond their borders. But before we do, make sure to hit the like button and leave us some love in the comments. It's clear that their quest for love abroad is driven by a desire to escape the harsh realities of American dating culture, which many find brutal and unforgiving. These men are tired of navigating a dating landscape where women often have a long list of requirements, while men are discouraged from having any standards of their own. In American dating culture, women frequently come with a laundry list of expectations and standards for potential partners. While having preferences and non-negotiables is entirely reasonable, some men feel that this culture fosters an environment where women demand perfection, often overlooking the same courtesy towards men. Passport bros have voiced frustration with the excessive demands placed upon them, leading them to seek more understanding and compatible partners abroad. The concept of the perfect partner or Mr. Right can be a double-edged sword. While it's natural to have preferences and expectations, passport bros often encounter women with an endless checklist of requirements, everything from specific physical attributes, like a six-pack or height, to career achievements and hobbies. This checklist can feel eternal. Although both partners should have standards, some men perceive these expectations as a reflection of a society that has led women to believe they deserve nothing less than perfection. In contrast, passport bros seek relationships where they feel more understood and valued, beyond the superficial demands of a laundry list. Their pursuit of love abroad is a response to the often unrealistic and unattainable standards prevalent in their home countries. They aim to find partners who appreciate them for who they are, without the heavy burden of impossible expectations.
She's not younger than me, she's not skinnier than me, and she's not prettier than me. Then why couldn't it just be me?
Because she's softer than you. She's quieter than you. She doesn't yell at me, call me an idiot, or tell me to shut up all the time. She listens to me. She's nice to me. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me.
It's almost impossible to achieve the relationships of your dreams in the current environment. The United States has a divorce rate nearing 50%, one of the highest in the world. This staggering statistic is a major concern for many passport bros who see the risk of failed marriages as a potential financial and emotional disaster. The financial consequences of divorce can be severe, including asset division, alimony, and child support, which often lead to significant financial hardship for men. Additionally, the emotional toll of divorce can be long-lasting, impacting not only the men but also any children involved. To avoid the heartbreak and financial strain associated with divorce, many passport bros are choosing to explore relationships abroad. This isn't about cowardice, it's about making a strategic choice to sidestep the potential pitfalls of the American dating landscape. Check this out. Infidelity is a looming shadow over many American relationships. Some men believe that the modern world's temptations, including the easy access to new people through social media, have made maintaining fidelity increasingly difficult. They worry that these temptations can lead to breaches of trust and emotional turmoil. Although not every relationship succumbs to infidelity, the widespread nature of the issue concerns many passport bros. Social media, while a tool for connection, is also a double-edged sword in the dating world. The constant exposure to new faces and opportunities online can stir restlessness or curiosity in partners, potentially undermining trust and commitment. The ease of exploring new connections outside an existing relationship is a significant concern for passport bros. Another frequent topic among passport bros is the erosion of traditional gender roles, which they feel creates confusion in modern relationships. Many of these men desire clear roles and responsibilities, viewing them as essential for maintaining a stable and harmonious partnership. When roles are ill-defined or interchangeable, it can lead to misunderstandings, frustration, and conflict. In seeking relationships abroad, passport bros hope to find women who embrace and appreciate traditional gender roles.
When I said, what was your name again? If you said, you don't remember, and I said, no, I'm so sorry, and you said, I'm going to tell you, but you better make that up to me.
Exactly. Humbled. Look at the face. Humbled. Because she knows that she is aggressive. She knows that she's combative. She knows that. A lot of women know that. A lot of these women are sitting here, paid money for this conference, to hear that. And, sometimes they just do need to hear that and be humbled in front of other women. Sorry.
All right.
In conclusion, the passport bros' quest for love abroad is driven by a desire to escape the pitfalls of American dating culture, a landscape they view as increasingly challenging and fraught with complexities. Frustrated by what they perceive as excessive demands and discouraged from having their own standards, these men seek refuge in foreign lands where women are seen as more understanding and the cost of living is more affordable. In Western dating culture, women often present extensive lists of expectations for potential partners, creating an environment where perfection is expected from men without the same consideration in return. This disparity pushes passport bros to seek relationships abroad, where they hope to find more compatible and respectful partners. Modern Western women often fail to meet the standards of respect and understanding that many men are looking for. It's crucial for men to stay strong and remember that their time and effort are valuable. Don't settle for less, pursue relationships where your standards and values are honored.